Today I'm going to teach you how to sketch and paint a Shiner Bock bottle cap. It's really simple and easy. I didn't have any Shiner Bock in my refrigerator, so I went to the store and I took some pics so that I could use them as my inspiration. And here I'm just kind of seeing like, okay, the shape is a circle, easy enough. And I draw several circles like that because if I try to just draw one circle, I don't want to say it's not perfect because it's not going to be perfect, but you know what I'm saying? It just makes it easier if I draw several and kind of sketch from there. Then I decided I'm just going to take this little vintage cookie cutter, or maybe it's a biscuit cutter, and I'm just going to trace around that because it was close to the size that I wanted. And I mean, work smarter, not harder, right? Oh, it looks like Socks is helping us up in the corner too. Okay, so now that I've got the shape, the first shape down, I've got to go around and add a little extra for the red part of that bottle cap. Then I'm taking my pencil art brush pen and I'm going around because I like to add brush pen. If you don't like to add brush pen or you want to add it at the end, do that. You don't have to do as I do. I'm just giving you some inspiration and some ideas on, how to do your art. So while I'm tracing all that, I want to tell you something. Despite the name, Shiner Bock is not a true Bock. Shiner Bock is actually brewed more like a dark lager that's lighter and easier to drink than traditional German Bocks. I don't even know what a German Bock is, y'all. I just thought that was the name. Anyway, so you kind of learn something new every day. And it's brewed in a tiny Texas town, and it has I think only around 2,000 people live in that town. Anyway, and it's been brewed that way since 1913. Crazy. So, okay, now the color. I've got my inspo pick right there. You can see what I'm working with. The Pyro Scarlet was way too punchy red, and I felt like it needed to be a little bit more orangey red. So I was just trying to fiddle with the color until I got the color that I liked. And now I'm going to kind of loosely go around the outside. I'm trying to work on not filling in every space with color, kind of leaving some negative space, some white space, because that's the style that I like, but it's not necessarily, I think naturally I try to fill in and color in everything, and I'm trying not to do that. All right, so on the yellow part here, this is where I'm kind of getting not wonky, but the yellow is too bright. It's like lemon yellow and buff titanium, I think. I needed it to be a little bit darker or deeper color, so I added some quinacridone burnt orange to the mix, and that's where we are right now. And I'm just darkening up the color because that's what you can do. So again, I just said I was trying not to leave white space, and then I was leaving white space. Now for the logo and the top of there and the letters and the name and all that kind of stuff. This looked like it was going to be a little more intense than I felt like sketching. And I know I always tell you guys to look at shapes and stuff like that. And sure, you can look at shapes and that's great. But what I decided to do was I added the little thing, image to my sketchbook, put some washi tape so it stayed steady, put some graphite paper underneath, and then I'm just tracing everything. This is a tip, a trick, a hack, or whatever, if you will. You don't have to make painting and creating harder. You can just work a little smarter. I don't paint realistically. I'm more of an impressionistic illustrative painter, so I don't mind tracing things. But if you don't want to, don't. If you want to try to hand letter it and sketch it yourself, do that. Look for the shapes. Just kind of make art the way that you would like to make art. The art that makes your heart happy. Now I'm adding in the Bock part that in red because that's how it is on the bottle cap. And that's what I was trying to replicate. And then I am not sketching in all parts of that ram because it was just very detailed. But you get the idea of what it is. And I mean, I think it turns out fine. And this is how it turned out. So you get the idea of what it is. And although next time I wouldn't have put the bottle down there, I just would have done the cap. But anyway, it is what it is. Here we are. This is how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed the painting today. And I hope you come back tomorrow for another tiny Tex-Mex watercolor painting. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.